Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Tuan Cik Azrul. Hi, I'm Nurul Farah Izin binti Ramli.
And I am Angiogram engineer.
Today we are going to present about the angiography. What is actually angiography? We will discuss further about this topic. First, we will move on to the description of angiography. What is actually angiography? Angiography or echoography is a medical imaging technique used to visualize the inside or lumen of blood vessels and organs of the body with particular interest in the arteries, veins, and the heart of chambers. Here we can see the three diagrams of the angiogram, which is the chest angiogram, kidney angiogram, and also the head angiogram. Angiogram is traditionally done by injecting a radio-opaque contrast agent into the blood vessels and imaging using X-ray test techniques such as fluoroscopy. Throughout the dye injection procedure, X-ray pictures and or fluoroscopic pictures or moving X-ray will be taken. As we can see, this is the picture of angiogram where the contrast medium had been inserted to the body. These two diagrams show a patient which just have swallowed the barium, and the effect will show the intestine after the swallow of the barium, which causing the visible of intestine in the radiograph produced.
Next, we will move on to the X-ray tube use. Angiography can be used in three types of machines. First is fluoroscopy, second computed tomography, and third is magnetic resonance imaging. I will be explaining about fluoroscopy and computed tomography because magnetic resonance imaging doesn't involve X-ray much. For fluoroscopy, X-ray tube with a large heat capacity is used to improve heat dissipation, and high-speed anode rotation may be used, for example, over 10,000 RPM. It is configured with grid controlled pulsing to produce very short exposures for fine image recording or pulse fluoroscopy. Small focal spot may be essential for sharp images of fine vasculature or guide wires. Next, we move on to computed tomography. CT uses multiple pencil or fan beams of zero voltage photons that pass through a desired volume from multiple angles, usually over 180 degrees. Kilovoltage photons are used. There is a good discrimination between tissues of different atomic numbers. Many beams are used because CT is able to discriminate between different soft tissues such as adipose and muscular tissue, even though they have similar atomic numbers. X-ray tube rotates around the individual, taking hundreds of images that are then compiled by a computer to produce a two-dimensional cross-section of the body. CT also uses heavy-duty rotating anodes and high thermal capacity, and the small focal spot size is also used. Okay, the usage of the machine. CT and fluoroscopy can be used to screen any kind of image, but I will focus more on the angiogram. An example of angiogram is peripheral angiography. Peripheral angiography is imaging that block blood vessels in leg and lower body. Cerebral angiography is image of the blood vessel of the brain. Pulmonary, lung, retina, eye. Coronary is heart. Lymph angiography is special X-ray of lymph nodes and lymph vessels. Visceral angiography is angiography of blood vessels of gastrointestinal skin. Right and left heart angiography and aortography is blood vessels of aorta.
Next, we will move on to the differences between angiography and conventional X-ray. The first difference is the principle. The X-ray is use of radiation to get an internal view of the body, while for the angiography, X-ray study of the blood vessel uses a radio-opaque substance or dye to make the blood vessel visible under X-ray. That means that the X-ray is not used the radio-opaque as angiography. The second difference is the ability to change the imaging plane without moving the patient. The X-ray, it does not have this ability, while for angiography, it can produce image in any plane. For the third difference is the scope of application. X-ray is limited to examining a few body conditions only, while for angiography, it can be used to take picture of blood flow in an artery, such as the aorta or a vein, such as the vena cava. An angiogram can be used to look at the arteries or veins in the head, arms, legs, chest, back or belly. The next is time taken for complete scan, which is few seconds for X-ray and more than 1 hour for angiogram, and more than 1 hour for radiograph. Next, the difference in the image specific. For the X-ray, it demonstrates the difference between bone density and soft tissue, while for angiography, it visualizes the inside or movement of blood vessels and organs of the body with particular interest in the arteries, vein, and the heart of chambers. For the radiation exposure, the X-ray have a moderate to high radiation exposure, which is different based on the organ that will be radiated. And for the angiogram, it will usually take moderate radiation exposure. As you can see below, this is the diagram for the chest X-ray and chest angiogram, which the difference can be seen for the chest angiogram that consists of blood vessels. This is two diagrams of angiogram and X-ray. The difference between these two diagrams is that the angiogram can be seen that there is blood vessel clearly visualized, while for the X-ray, only bone and soft tissue. That's all for our presentation. Hopefully, you will get some information from this presentation. Thank you.